Marco, good evening.
Good evening, Prince. How are you doing?
I'm okay, but how is the weekend going? Happy Sunday, and hello everyone.
Thank you. Over to you, Prince.
Okay. My name is Onyedika. The Prince is just my stage name, but my name is Onyedika, and welcome to today's conversation. Today's conversation I feel is very important because can relate to what's going on. So, Marco, thank you for giving me your time. I know you're a very busy man, but I really appreciate taking out your time to have this conversation with me. And yes, so I chose this topic because it's something that I know everyone can relate to given the current situation of our country. So it's more like, so the topic is going to be on the principles of saving. And you own one of the fastest growing fintech brand in Nigeria, which is called Monibac. And I know the benefits of using Monibac and, everything about it. So I've always been curious, can you tell me the story behind Monibac and what problem were you trying to solve when you created your company?
Thank you, Onyedika, for this opportunity once again to share the gospel of Moneyback. Moneyback was started for many reasons. Chief of them are to help people develop the discipline of saving and then to reward those who save. We reward those who save by giving them good interest rates. That's 24% per annum, 2% for a month. And then we also grant loans to people who have saved with us for a while.
So when
All
you mean
right.
a while, you mean like a year or six
Minimum
months?
minimum of 3 months. Minimum of 3 months.
Okay.
So that's how we reward those who save, who have developed the discipline of saving. All right. Now, why did we start Moneyback? People earn money in this country and they don't build wealth over time. There are many reasons. Chief of them is that they don't create a structure around their savings or how to build, preserve, and multiply their wealth. So you earn 100,000, 1 million, 2 million, whatever the case is. Black tax, expenses, unnecessary and necessary, they come and wipe away the savings. Before you know it, after 2 years, there's nothing saved. Moneyback
Yeah.
was created to put a structure to your savings so that you can understand savings and understand how to structure your savings. That's it. It was created
Okay.
for everybody: salary earners, those in the informal sector, business people, retirees. Moneyback is for everybody.
So, because from what you said, the main purpose of you creating money back is to teach people the principles of saving, no matter how little you earn from your current salary or whatever source of income you're getting. So, saving is one of the I would say saving to me is one of the habits I had to learn the hard way, because me, once money comes like this, it's just spend. I didn't really get much knowledge, or growing up or in school, they didn't really teach me how the nitty-gritties of saving, or what and what you should do. Let's say when you get 100,000 naira, how you can divide, still spend what you need to get with that 100,000 naira, and still save out of that. So, what practical, example can you give to my audience or those who are listening, how to save using different amounts of money, using different salary earners from 1 million naira to 2 million naira to those who earn 200, for those who earn below that. So yeah.
I think first of all, I think the culture around savings is also important. Why do you save? How do you save? When do you save?
Yeah.
You save chiefly because life is unpredictable. Circumstances come on you sometimes. You don't plan to get sick sometimes. You don't plan to go to the hospital. You don't plan to buy. There's some things you don't plan that happens. So first of all, we understand that we need to save for the rainy day. And the rainy day does not announce itself. That's one. Two, savings is important because the future you're planning to build for yourself, you need what you have so that you can use it to commit to it. Whether you're planning to start a business tomorrow, whether you're planning to send your children to school, whether you're planning to build build or to buy a property, you need money that you have saved. Even if you want to take a loan from a bank, the bank will need to look at your turnover, look at what you have. If you need investors, they want to see skin in the game for your business. So what have you committed to the business that would invite investors to come and see what you're already building? Whatever the case is, you need to save, right? Now, saving is important because the importance of savings cannot be overemphasized, right? You need
Yeah.
something for the future. If you're going to earn 100% of what, if you're going to earn 100% of a particular amount, it is what you've saved that will give you that.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the Bible, so I'm a Christian, I use Bible a lot. Somewhere in the Bible, it said, those who have will be given more. Those who don't have, the little they have will be taken from them. So, and then it says, someone said the rich will keep getting rich and the poor getting poorer. So if I'm giving you a promo of 100% on your money, if you have 100 million, 100% of 100 million gives you already 200 million.
Yeah.
100% of 1,000 gives you 2,000, like together. 100% of nothing is nothing. 100% of zero is zero. But if you have 100% to be given and you have 1 billion, it's already 2 billion. So the more you have, the more you can take advantage of opportunities. So savings helps you to take advantage of opportunities. Now, it's important you save, for example, for salary earners, it's important you save before you spend.
Yeah.
Find a way, thank you, Jacob. Find a way to save before you spend. So you don't save what is left. You save and then spend what is left. So, for example, you earn 200,000. Determine in your heart that every month I take out 30%, depending on your living expenses and your responsibilities. Determine in your heart I take out 30% or 20%. Make sure you set something aside. Now, when you set, say, 20% aside, 20% of 250,000 gives you about 50,000. When you save 50,000, what that means is that what is left is now 200. That is what you now begin to budget. Now,
Yeah.
if you're a newbie or you want to start from scratch, what I advise people is take a note, use Excel, and drop your expenses. Don't plan anything, just everything you spend in a day, write it down. Come back to it in a week, come back to it in a month. You see everything you spend. How much do you earn in a month? Write it down. How much you earn every day or every month or every week, whatever, write it down. Right? Now, when you write it down, what happens is that you begin to see things you spend on every day that is not obvious to your senses. For example,
Yeah.
you're buying suya of 2K, you're buying ice cream of 3K, you're going out and you're entering Uber of 5K. Write all those things down, every one
Yeah.
of them. At the end of the month or week, you're going to see everything you've spent. Now, I begin to tell you, am I living below my means? What are the things I need to cut down? Because the bracket, you have the angle, you have cutting down on your, can you hear me? You have
Yes, I can
cutting
hear
down on
you.
your living expenses and you have increasing your earning power. The one that is most available to you immediately is cutting down on your living expenses. That's number one, the one you can do immediately. You may not be able to increase your earning power immediately within 1 month. You might need to upskill, reskill, change jobs or something for you to earn better. But to cut down on your living expenses, you can do that immediately. Today, I'm not buying suya. Today, I'm not entering Uber. I'm going to do bike, or I'm going to do BRT, or I'm going to do bus. I'm going to do normal taxi. I'm not going to do taxi. I'm going to work for my to meet up my exercise goals, fitness goals. Whatever the case is, you can easily cut down on your living expenses. Now, when that happens, you begin to free up money. So let's say
Okay.
you don't eat suya anymore as you used to. You used to eat every week. Now you eat twice a month. You've cut down that money you've saved. You can take it out, right? Remember, you have saved. Now this is for you to start first. When you do that, you begin to see, okay, what can I do again next month, or what are those expenses that come every month? We call it recurrent expenditure. Something that must happen monthly. For example,
Yeah.
light bill. Example, DSTV if you like watching matches. For example, there's some things that must come every month. What are
Month.
those that must come? Or your feeding expenses. Now you begin to understand what must happen monthly. That's how you arrive at your living expenses. Now your earning power is this. What can I do to increase it? That means I need to go for more training. I need to go out and meet more people. I need to be better at my job. I need to start looking for jobs somewhere. Those things you do to invest in yourself. Those are investments. They are expenses, but they are investments because you want to earn more.
Yeah.
However, you first need to save, because if you don't save, you don't have a future. You may not have a future. It's as simple as that. Then you may need to automate it. Sometimes it is hard to keep up. When you get your savings, when you get your salary, for example, or when people pay you your business, it might be hard for you to keep up. So automate it. Direct debit. There are many things. There are many ways. This is also where Monibac comes in. It helps you. There's a feature called Money Pots. It helps you tell us, oh, every month I want to save this. Every week I want to save this. I want to save this particular amount. So it means that that week or that month, the system just takes the money from you. You don't need to save manually. The system takes the money from you. Thank you, Onyedika.
So that's where, because you said that money back is for everybody, and I like how you took your time to explain, the building a good habit of saving. But our current situation now, the economy of Nigeria, everything, we have people who earn below what they're not supposed to be earning. Let's say for someone who is earning 100,000 naira or earning 150, and you mentioned there are some basic needs you can actually give up. They come monthly in terms of transportation, feeding, lights, and things you need to to survive as a human being. So let's say you're earning that amount and you've done your scale of preference and there's nothing to save. What will you advise that person in that? What will you tell that person in that situation? The person really wants to save, but those necessities are something that he or she, cannot live without. So if you're in that, or if someone is in that scenario, what would you tell the person? How would you tell the person, okay, you talked about acquiring more skill to upgrade yourself, to earn more money. But if acquiring those skills also requires money, and if the person doesn't really have the means of doing that, so what should the person do? Or, just tell us a little bit about, yeah.
I don't want to be insensitive or to sound or to come up as insensitive, but
Mm,
because I understand that there's poverty in our country. The
yes.
people are poor. The indices say so. Statistics say so. The data we have say so. Um, Nigeria is one of the poorest countries in the world, right? So I can understand when people say they don't have what to save. But one of the scenarios I like to paint, especially with 9 to 5 people, is when you go back to your office, you're going to see the security guys, you're going to see the cleaners, you're going to see the people who sweep the expressway. These
Yeah.
people have families that they feed. They have children that they send to secondary and university. By the way, Prince, someone is asking what's the topic for the
Okay, the principles of saving. I can't see. Yeah, I think network is glitching on my own end. So the topic is the principles of building a good saving habits. So that's what the topic is.
thank you,
Sorry.
Prince. Now,
Yeah.
thank you, Austin. You heard. Thank you for. I'm seeing some people preaching money back. On the comment section.
Yeah.
Trey, Jacob, and the rest. Thank you. Okay, so without running, I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm trying to say the fact that what you earn, someone earn less than 50% of it, but they have
Yeah.
started a family, training a family, building a family, sending them to school, taking care of their health, and they are actually succeeding at that. It means that it is actually possible to live on the level that you currently are. Now, you
Yeah.
might not live an excellent life. Again, excellence is relative. Someone stays in, let me use Abuja as an example. Someone really wants to stay in Maitama. Someone else says you don't need to stay in Maitama to live a decent life. Another
True.
person says, I can go to Wuse 2. The other person says, Wuse 2 is expensive, you can come to Kuje. Another person says, oh, I can actually do No, let me do Guzapi. And someone says, what's the difference between Maitama and Guzapi? Someone says, okay, let us go to, it's not Gwagwalada, there's this one close to Gwagwalada now. Kubwa. Well, it's not close to, but yeah. Let's go to
It's
Kubwa.
opposite, like the opposite direction. Yeah.
Yes, and it's not close, but it's still within my. Let's go to Kubwa. It will take us just 40 minutes, 30 minutes to get to to get to Asokoro, where our office is. The point is, this person from moving to Meitama to Kubwa has saved close to 3 million per year in rent alone. The quality of life might not be the same because maybe in Meitama you're seeing fine houses, the roads are better, there's like, but there could be lights in Kubwa. It's just that the entire aesthetics don't match. I'm trying to say there is a way you can find out what to cut out from. Now remember, the major aim should be increasing your earning power. But I'm saying
Not
that increasing your earning power might not be immediate. It might take a while. It might take a lot of investing in yourself by way of reskilling, upskilling, and the rest for you to get there, or promotions in your workplace. I'm saying what you can do immediately is find out what to cut out. Someone talked about cravings in the comment section. Yes, there are cravings you have to cut out. Don't get me wrong, you don't put everything in front. You have to enjoy your life as you live it. But there are some things you need to cut out so that you can save more. And then, if you save more, you can have money to invest in yourself to increase your earning power so that from 1 million, you can begin to earn 5 million. So that you can move to the Maitama that you actually want to move to, rent an apartment or buy an apartment there, and then live the life you actually want to live. But if you splurge now, you might suffer later. But if you abase now, you can abound later. If that makes sense. So
Yeah, it
yes,
does.
there's something to be cut out. Make sure you save something. If it's 10%, 20%. If you're a single person, maybe you're single, it's easier for you to save up to 40, 50% even. Some people live with their parents. It's easier for them because they don't pay rent, they don't pay, they don't cater, for
The basic
themselves.
amenities is already provided
It's
for. Yeah.
easier, yes, to save up to 50%. But when you are married or when you have family to cater for, it becomes more difficult. So now, if you're younger, now is the better time to save. Now is better because when you start giving birth, where children have to eat every day, and then from eating every day, you have to go to school, you have to pay for this and that, their hospital bill and everything, education, and it becomes more expensive and harder to save at that level. So now is the best time. Find out what to cut out and keep saving.
That's really, I like what you just said. So there's one of this video I saw, I think it was ending of last year. We spoke about it beginning of this year. There was this guy that gave a testimony, like gave a very good, a positive feedback of since he started using money back. He's a boat driver. So that video, I watched that video. I saw he basically explained how much he makes in a day and how much he logged. Because from that video, he mentioned that, okay, you suppose like if you save 1 million naira, you get so and so percentage upfront. That's what the guy did. And, saving with money back made him, instead of worrying about maintenance, he could easily access enough money to maintain his car without touching his capital. So can you explain basically what you post? Can you like give an insight of how to save or how locking money in money back and the whole interest you mentioned earlier?
Money back is for everybody, and I'm glad we have a lot of our customers here. A lot of people who have joined us for over 1 year now are here.
Yeah.
Can mention names, but security. I mean, some of them are
Security.
writing on the comment section saying money back tested and trusted. Number of them, Jacob, Trey. There's a number of them who have joined too. AY. A lot of people, Joy, who use money back and can testify of the goodness of money back. Okay, so money back was built for
Yeah.
everybody, right?
Yes.
Everybody, young professionals, old professionals, salary earners, business people, 9 to 5, what we want to do is to help you save, so that when you save, you see the fruits, the benefits of your savings. Now, when people want to see the benefits of what they do, when you save and you see the benefit, you want to save more.
Okay.
The the
So
the story you mentioned. Sorry, we're going to say something.
no, yeah, no, go on, go on, go on. When
The
you're done,
story you
I'll.
mentioned was, he's an Uber driver. He drives bold. So he
Yeah,
said he doesn't take from his capital or his money anymore to service his
yeah,
car. But you know, when you're on the road every day, you know,
yeah. You guys fix
wear and tear,
something.
wear and tear. So now, with what he locks with money back, the interest is what he uses to service his car. So money back gives the opportunity to save. We give 24% interest per annum
Mm,
upfront, if you like. If you don't want to do 12 months, 1 month is 2%. Everything is upfront. You can
upfront.
take it upfront. You can leave it. Now, this particular guy takes his money upfront.
Yeah.
So the interest he takes upfront is what he uses to now service his car, so that every money he's making and adding gives him some level of multiplies his money, basically, right? So that's the same thing with everybody. When you
Mm,
save, money back multiplies it for you.
mm,
Saving is hard. One of the reasons why savings is hard is that when you're saving, you're not really seeing what you're saving. How do I explain it? It takes time.
yeah.
You
As
need to
long
see
as
the
some people
fruit
will
of what.
put money,
So,
you
so
they'll be
for
like,
example, if you're earning 500K
yeah.
and you're saving 10% of it is 50,000,
Mm,
at the end of 10 months, you only have 500,000. It looks small in your eyes. It looks like you're not doing much.
yeah.
But the thing with saving is that it has a compounding ability. The thing with saving and then investing properly, like in Moneyback, is that it has a compounding ability. For example, if you drop 1 million with Moneyback today, yeah, at the rate we give, 24%, you find out that by the end of 12 years, you have over 15 million.
Hmm. Did you say
Now,
12 years or 2 years? Which one? I didn't hear that well. Did you say
at
12
the end of,
years?
give me a second,
Okay.
at the end of, at the end of 12 years, you have 13 million.
Okay. Hmm.
Now, this is if you drop 1 million naira with money back today and you don't
Yeah.
add anything to it again. That's the assumption. The assumption is that you don't add to it. At the end of 12 years, you have 13.2 million. On that
Hmm.
1 million that you put in once. Now,
Once.
of course, whatever gave you 1 million has not ceased. So you're going to be adding to the 1 million. But I'm just saying, if you give 1 million naira just like that and put it inside money bag, at the end of 12 years, you have 13 point something million. That's the power of compound interest. Because the 24% on your 1 million is now 1.2. So it will now be 24% of 1.2. The same way
Hmm.
it compounds.
Yeah.
Remember, like I said, what gave you 1 million, you have not stopped saving.
Yeah.
So I'm just assuming that you don't save again, but you gave us 1 million. At the end of 12 years, you have 13 point something million. Imagine if you do 1 million every year in the next
Yeah.
12 years and it compounds. It's going to be big. But if you don't save, it is zero. But you have to
Zero.
start somewhere.
And it's just the patience that people don't really have. Be like, they want it immediate and all of that. So, well,
Yes.
12 years is a long time. I would like to put in that money. Or it's better you just put it and you put it and just relax and okay over time. it would, increase.
No, but
Well, thank Yeah,
whatever you use it for that is not saving, what happens to the money? It's gone.
it's gone. True.
Remember, so imagine you save, some people have 10 million. Just like I talked about the difference in interest and the amount of money. Imagine you save 10 million, you drop 10 million, you don't add to it, you drop 10 million and it multiplies by 24% yearly into 12 years. If I run the math, the amount is mind blowing. Now remember, you're not going to be adding to the money, adding to the money, adding to the money because you have to
Mm.
save constantly.
So, okay. I like how you just explained
Sorry,
everything.
let me add this. You could get to a
Yeah.
point too where you begin to save your money back and the interest is what you now spend. So
Mm.
you never, I know someone who said, not in money back, not in money back. Someone, another
Mm.
bank said, I gave the bank my 1 billion. He gave me 250 million. I gave another company 1 billion. They gave me 250 million. I did for 4 companies and they gave me 250 million. So I have 1 billion as interest. That's what I'm
First,
going to spend. So they don't spend their money anymore.
you spend the interest
They spend the interest. You can get to a point where all you spend is your interest. It's possible.
first.
By diligent and prudent saving, you get to that point where all you now spend is your interest.
Mm. That's smart too. So those who are listening, download the money bag because these are the benefits of using the app. So Nigeria, but we all know that Nigeria is going. The inflation has scattered everything, and everything is just crazy. So where do you see, with the way money back is going, where do you see money back in the next 5 years, and what impact do you think your company would have made over the next couple of years to its users, or for those who will start using the app?
I want us to be one of the most trusted financial partners for Nigerians. I want to hear stories like, oh, it's Moneyback helped me buy a car. Moneyback helped me build my house. With saving with Moneyback, I learned how to build and save, and it has helped me in my business. With the loans you guys give us, we expanded from 6 figure to 8 figures. Those are success stories we want to hear in 5 years. We are seeing success stories. People are writing it here. About 3 people are writing the success stories they have here in the comment section. I want in the next 5 years to have reached millions of people. So let the success stories be million. We currently have about 140,000 users, about 30% active. So that's about 50 something thousand. No, that's about 40 something thousand active. So I want in the next 5 years to have reached millions, active users in their millions who have success stories about how Moneyback helped increase their savings, help them get to their financial goals, get to
Yeah,
financial freedom, how they don't spend from their earnings anymore. They spend from the interest that Moneyback gives them, purely interest. That's success story, and that's what we want in the next 5 years. I mean, I could give you figures. We have figures, but that's not for this. That's not for
yeah.
this.
So Marco, thank you so much. As we are rounding up this conversation, yeah, you basically explained everything about your company, and your company stands out. What I like about Moneyback, it stands out from Fairmoney, Pampy, and the other fintech apps based off on what you just said, and those who are still trying to figure out the app or how to save. Like I said, the app is for everybody, no matter how much you're earning. Just try to do scale of preference, like Makua said. Do your scale of preference, prioritize your needs and all of that, and at least you'll be able to save, if not little, but start from somewhere. So money back is for everywhere, just like how they said MC and everywhere you go. Money back is for everybody. So yes, Marco, thank you so much for your time. I really enjoyed having this conversation with you because money is a sensitive topic to me, is a sensitive topic to a lot of people, and learning how to save is, especially with the way Nigeria is going, it is very important. So thank you for taking out your time. And please, you're supposed to like drop a code for people who want to sign up or who have friends who want to share. When I'm done, you can drop the code in the chat, and sign up. The app is free. You're not paying anything. Sign up and you start seeing the result. The moment you lock money, you see the result and everything. He has said everything basically. So yes. So this is basically the end of today's conversation. Makua, I hope you have a lovely night, and I hope your weekend is going well, sha. Let me not take so much of your time anymore.
Okay, so before,
Do you
thank you,
have
please.
questions? We can take
Thank you.
questions if you still have time for questions. Does anyone have any questions to ask? Or yes, for those who are watching, Jacob, Somto, and the rest, I really thank you for joining our conversation. I hope you spread the word, money back, money back, money back to everybody. And yes, Marco, have a good night and
So,
thank you for your time.
thank
Oh,
you.
you want to say
Before,
something? Sorry,
no,
before
no,
I
no.
go.
Before we go, so Onyedika, I cannot remember my referral code now, but some of the people who are using Moneyback can drop theirs. So when you're
Okay,
joining Moneyback, one of the steps is to add a referral code. It's not, you mustn't, but if you have to, you can, you know,
you can
you
add
can
though. There's
you
love
can
in
add.
sharing. Yeah,
Somebody will
yeah,
drop their referral code. They get a little amount when you join with their referral code. So someone would drop their referral code in the comment section.
yeah.
I trust them, so you can use it to join. And then if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. I am the co-founder and CEO of Monibac. We've been here for 3 years now. We have
And it's
over
very accessible too.
yes, I'm accessible. We have over
Yeah,
140,000 users. We want you to save. We want you to build wealth. You don't want to work for 10 years and you have nothing to show for it.
exactly.
Everything that saps your money, you can put a stop to it, including black tax. It's good to give. Giving is good. Being generous is great, but you have to have a budget for it. Once it exceeds your budget, if it's not life and death, don't listen. Don't exceed your budget. Save first. Spend what is left. Don't spend and save what is left because nothing will be left. It's easy to spend money. Even if they give you 2 million today on Onyedika and you step out, if you go to Wuse 2, it's going to finish. By the time you run through that, that longest road in Wuse, what's the name now? Longest street.
Is there like a longest street? I thought it's the biggest roundabout there. That's the one in Life Camp.
No,
Basically,
the
see,
name of
Abuja.
the street in Wuse 2 that is the longest. You know it. What's the name? Street.
Okay, yeah, Ademola Adetukumbo. Is it
Exactly.
Ademola Adetukumbo?
Yes. By the time you run through that street, your money will finish. You don't need to go anywhere. Just run through Ademola Adekombo. You will say too. Your money will finish. It's easy to spend money. Exactly.
You need to
So you
spend
have to
money.
be intentional about your savings. Intentional.
Yes.
And then one of the hardest things to break is poverty. One of the hardest things to break is poverty.
Yes, so it's very, very
If you do
difficult.
not come from huge wealth, one of the hardest
Yeah.
things to break is poverty because a lot of things that are trying to drag you down. Because it's hard to build wealth. You have to be intentional, be fierce about it. And God will help you. And we have built tools to help you like Moneyback. So welcome to Moneyback. Download the app. It's on App Store, Play Store. Download the app, register, do your KYC, and start saving. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. No problem. Marco, thank you so much for
Thank you for joining. Thank you for having me,
thank
Onyedika. And
you.
thank you everyone for joining. See you
Thank
in
you.
Moneyback.
All right, no problem. Bye. Good night.
Bye. Good night. Thank you.